a graduate in investigative journalism from the US, he got attracted to the teachings of Srila Prabhupada, the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, and joined one of the ISKCON temples as a monk, a celibate student of Bhakti Yoga, and now teaches the holy Indian Vedic scriptures in English, French, and Spanish in Europe.
Hare Krishna. My name is Rasananda Sankirtanidas, and I'm a Brahmachari here in New Mayapur, France. And in this beautiful temple of Radha Govinda Madhava and Krishna Balam and Gauranitai, we are honoring, the teachings that have been given by Srila Prabhupada. So here I'm reading Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto. And as Prabhupada has instructed us, we should constantly be engaged in Krishna Katha and Kirtan, and reading and hearing about the Supreme Lord, because those are the most important activities we can do. The reason why is because we are part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, and therefore hearing topics about the Lord, create attachment, love beyond measure. So when we understand this, our life becomes perfect. So I'd like to invite everyone to not only hear about the topics of the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, but also to work together, to connect to our spiritual identity by chanting this Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We are connecting with the Supreme and therefore liberating our minds, our concept of life, which is material, and we are entering into the spiritual kingdom. And therefore, by chanting this simple mantra, by reading these transcendental books, we can attain this perfection of life. So if you read 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the very last chapters, they speak about, who is the Supreme. And therefore these great sages, sons of Brahma, they are kind of debating, trying to understand who is the Supreme between the three Murtis. The three Murtis are Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Therefore they decide to send Bhrigu Muni to seek out, and to test, these great personalities to understand who is the Supreme. So when he goes to Brahma, his own father, he doesn't pay any obeisances, he doesn't pay him any respects. Immediately Brahma starts to become angry from within. But he checks his anger, by his intelligence. There's an important lesson there. But then Bhrigu understood that even my father is not supreme because, he couldn't tolerate the fact that I don't pay him obeisances. And now we understand that also Shiva is not supreme because he's subjected to anger. But when he went to see Vishnu, who was actually lying on the laps of Lakshmi, he just came to him and immediately he kicked him in the chest. So he kicked Vishnu in the chest. And how did the Lord respond? He gave him a seat, offered respects and obeisances to him, and started glorifying his Brahminical qualities, And therefore we can understand by that immediately Bhrigu Muni, developed love of God. He was choked up by so much emotion he couldn't speak. And when he went back to the sages, he concluded and told them that the Supreme is Vishnu. So this teaches us that we should practice tolerance because God himself is so tolerant. That we should practice humility because God himself is so humble. That we should practice compassion because God himself is so merciful, so compassionate. So therefore, by following great personalities, as he says in the Bhagavad Gita, therefore he shows us the example. And because he's the greatest, we should follow in his footsteps and in the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada and the acharyas of our Parampara. Hare Krishna.
For more such devotional programs, please watch Hare Krishna television. To get this channel, please contact your cable or DTH operator. For more information, please call 7666 839 839.